Good morning, everyone. We left early this morning, and we're in the car for a little bit. So I was thinking to do some car stories, and we had a few Q&A questions as well in the last few videos. So I was thinking to give some answer to those. They're not many, but I get a few of the questions that were all the same as like, when are we planning to open? So it's a very hard question to say. I mean, this has been going on since I first met the previous ownership, and I had a chat with them. We're talking about 3 years ago, I think. So then, finding the right people to invest in me and finding money takes time. So, and then when we actually leased it and then bought it, we're now a year. I think it's about a year ago that we purchased the property. So, yeah. That being said, it's a big property. There's a lot of there were a lot of uncertain things. Like, there was not really any measurements or any architect plans, only from one building, and they were taken like a long time ago, so they weren't even electronically on CAD files, like they call it. So that has to be all redone. And yeah, I mean, that being said, like, we had to rezone the property. We're still going through some of that again. So it's very hard to say when we're opening, but I keep on telling everyone that I hope it's by end of 2025. And that's definitely not going to be the entire property that's going to be ready. But we're focusing on the manor house restaurant and a few rooms first. And then the same, or next year, like 2026, is when the rest will follow. So another question was, what are your long-term visions for this property? So I always was looking for a place that I can grow over the years into without having to move locations. And since I was working a few years back in like the similar concept, I realized that multiple income streams is the way I want to go to. Like, just opening a restaurant for me doesn't make sense anymore. I tried it, didn't work out, and yeah. So the long-term vision is really to grow into this place, and that's why we made a master plan as well, because it's important to me that there is something on paper that has a long-term vision. So beautiful property, going towards 25-30 rooms over time, being a place where people can heal, wellness, great food, healthy food. Education is very important to me too. It's really like, I don't want to call it become an institution, but bringing young and older people together to learn about the veggie gardens, the native species on property, birds, animals, painting. The history about this property is amazing. Like, there's so much thing that we can educate people about. So that's for me important. It keeps me going as a person, and it's amazing to give knowledge that you learn over all the years of your life to some other person that's way younger, and that can give it to someone else when he grows old. So yeah, and hopefully one day is to build a collection of boutique hotels, where the main factor would be the culinary. It would be very culinary driven. So, but that's long term. That's definitely not in the first few years. So. Can you share some challenges you endured during this process? purchase, the sale was definitely a big challenge. It took us 8-9 months to get this done. The deal fell through 2 times. If it was about some of my partners, they would have walked away, but bringing them back around the table and have them believe that this is going to be amazing just by keep on going, never giving up. And they as well told me afterwards that that's one of the reasons what they liked about me is like the persistence. I think, you know, another challenge is you know, the property itself is very rocky, so finding ways to make things work, like septic fields and stuff. We had to do all kinds of studies to see where all the rocks are in the soil and if it's actually possible to do septic fields. Because if we didn't have the septic fields, we couldn't bring in more people, basically. So it's very easy. It would never allow us to do what we're doing right now. Yeah, I mean, I have a very busy life, as you can see yesterday. It's the challenge is really like to try to do as much as possible to project manage this thing. I run from one spot to the other. I'm a lot in the car, as you can see as well. When things gonna start really happening, like construction wise, I will probably be a lot more on property, because now I'm kind of going to the construction company and to the landscape designer's office and to the architect. I think when construction will start, people will come a lot more to the property itself. Yeah, I think, I mean, there's a lot more challenges that will come, I'm sure, and maybe in the next Q&A we can answer some more of those. But currently, that's where we at. So. And the last one was more about YouTube. So somebody asked where I want to go with the YouTube channel. This is all very new to me. I mean, I like social media. I've been doing it for a few years when I was a chef in the kitchen. Really showing what I was doing and stuff. So you can follow my social on Instagram at Chef Jan VH. This is my Instagram account. I have a second channel that I haven't really, you know, I have about 100 followers there. It's the Artisan Chef, and that's something that, like, the whole YouTube kind of started for me during COVID. You know, again, about the education. I'm a chef and I want to give my knowledge to other people. So the cooking channel was more me as a chef. I remember during COVID, a lot of people were freaking out over restaurants closing and stuff, but nobody was really talking about the farmers behind everything. That, like, the restaurants aren't open, farms, you know, did not had income, right? So I tried to, with the Artisan Chef, it's kind of like I'm the chef of the artisan, and the artisan is the farmer, is the fisherman, is somebody that create plateware, stuff like that. So with that channel, I want to go to, and you can find those links below as well. With that channel, I really want to go to the farm, to the artisan, and share their story while eventually I make a dish with their product. So yeah, I'm gonna start, now that we have our catering kitchen available, I'm gonna start doing some of that as well, slow. But with the channel currently, it's really to tell the journey. My main goal was, like, when I tried to purchase or open a hotel, there was nothing online I could find, at least not in the scheme of what I'm trying to do. There's a lot of people that are flipping houses, or they are doing Airbnbs and say how you can make money and stuff, but nobody really show you how to do it, like, or what the story is behind it. And the successes, but as well the failures. So I think that's what my story is about this channel, is really to take people on a journey. And I changed a few times the names of, my first name was building a boutique hotel empire. That was more focused on building a few of those over time. Then I changed it to boutique hotel renovations, and I ended up just calling it my name because there's so many aspects of building. It's not just renovating, it's really like meeting the community, talking with garden people, with meadow people. It's not all about renovations. So I changed it to my name just for that purpose. And the entrepreneurship behind it too, motivational. I want to motivate young people that there are things even for me, the American dream is still there, right? I'm originally from Europe, and I came to the US to work as a chef for the Belgian embassy. And I always had this dream to do something in the US. And 15 years later, that's what we're doing. So. Great. Well, please, thank you so much for all the support. I really, I'm into this with all my heart. I do a lot at work and then spend a lot of time in late night in the evening to edit videos and stuff. And I learn a lot too. So if there's anything you can critique me on, please do. I want to get better in everything I'm doing. But thank you for all the support, for all the comments, for these questions too. I've been asking a few times and I was hardly getting anything, but finally some questions came in. And I will see you tomorrow.